Long ago, in a land where deserts met the sky and the stars felt close enough to touch, there lived a wandering dervish known only as Ilyas. He owned nothing, no home, no name that mattered, only a bowl for water, a cloak worn thin by time, and a question that would not leave his heart. Where is God? Every night, beneath the open heavens, Ilyas would whisper the question into the wind, and every night, the wind returned without an answer. One morning, before the sun had risen, Ilyas decided he could no longer wait. If God does not speak, he said to the silence, then I will walk until he does. So he began his journey. He crossed burning deserts, where mirages mocked him with false rivers. He climbed mountains where even echoes refused to reply. He wandered through forests so dense that light itself seemed lost. Everywhere he went, he asked the same question. 2 scholars, who answered with books, 2 kings, who answered with power, 2 priests, who answered with fear. None satisfied his heart. One evening, exhausted and broken, Ilyas reached a strange river. Its surface was perfectly still, like polished glass. When he leaned closer, he did not see water. He saw himself. Every regret, every fear, every desire he had hidden, even from his own prayers. Startled, he stepped back. A voice rose from the river, not loud, not soft, but undeniable. Why do you surge so far? The river asked. For what you refuse to face? Ilyas fell to his knees. I see God, he cried, not myself. The river shimmered and replied, you cannot meet the infinite while running from the finite. Ashamed, Ilyas turned away and continued walking. Days later, he arrived at a city built of gold and flame. Its people danced endlessly, drunk on pleasure and noise. They laughed at the dervish. Why suffer? They said. Why search? Take what you want. Forget the rest. For a moment, temptation touched his heart, but as he watched closely, he saw something beneath the laughter. Fear, emptiness, a hunger that no feast could satisfy. He left the city at dawn, untouched by its fire. At the edge of the world, where land faded into sky, Ilyas met an old woman sitting alone on a hill. She had no possessions, no followers, no words prepared, yet her eyes were calm. Mother, Ilyas asked gently, have you seen God? She smiled. Yes. His heart raced. Where? She pointed nowhere. Then why are you here, alone? He asked. She replied, because I stopped searching. Confused and frustrated, Ilyas thanked her and walked away, but her words followed him like a shadow. One night, under a sky crowded with stars, Ilyas collapsed. He could walk no further. He could ask no more. For the first time, he did not pray. He did not seek. He did not question. He simply wept. Tears soaked the dust beneath him as his body trembled, and in that moment of complete surrender, something within him shattered, not painfully, but quietly, like a door opening that had never been locked. In the stillness that followed, Ilyas felt something he had never felt before. Not a voice, not a vision, but presence. He realized something that made him laugh through tears. Every step he took, every question he asked, every place he searched, was God watching him search, not from above, not from afar, but from within. The seeker and the sought were never separate. When Ilyas returned to the world, people noticed something had changed. He no longer asked questions. He no longer sought answers. He simply walked, and where he walked, people felt peace. When asked about God, he would smile and say nothing, because words could only point, and truth had already arrived. You do not find the divine by searching. You find it by becoming still, enough to realize you were never apart.